Hey guys, what's going on here? Tanner here. Obviously, we all knew this movie review was coming, and it is about Marvel's second movie to come out for the summer of 2011. And, let's say it's probably going to be their weakest. Just because, obviously, the X-Men have a very mixed history in movies, and how inaccurate, how bad the characters get developed, and all that, and how they do pretty much everything wrong. Which we all got a real good taste of that when it came to X-Men Origins Wolverine. And they're doing the whole prequel stuff, X-Men Origins before the first movie. Blah blah blah, this is the first class, how it all started, whatever. I don't know how many more origin things or whatever to do. Obviously they're not going to really do Magneto, since, that's sorta done now. That's why they did this. So they didn't have to do just Magneto, origins. So they got, like, everyone else. And then, Sazel, everybody. Hellfire Club, it's all in there, but I forget the guy that can do the tornadoes, but I remember him. Marvel. Not a favorite character, but he was pretty cool in this movie. But the movie, the story, obviously, Charles Xavier, he can read minds and all that, and he recruits all these people, He had Mystique at first, and they go find Magneto, Havoc, everyone else. Angel, which is weird because this black stripper, basically. That's what she was. She called herself Angel. She's just weird. She's got, like, fly wings, sorta. And it can stick to her skin. Like a tattoo. Oh. I'm tired. I would have done this review earlier, but I picked up Portal 2 today, so I just got done the first 2 chapters, so that took my time up. The story's basic. Everyone, obviously, who went to go see this knows what happens, but the X-Men idea is basic. But, we already know the first class that they're portraying in this is not right compared to the comic one, which is Cyclops, Jean Grey, Angel, Beast, Charles Xavier, obviously, and someone I'm not thinking of. I don't know. There was a few disappointing things, like Havoc. I already discussed this, I'm pretty sure, in the video, obviously. He's supposed to be, well, in the movies now, Cyclops' dad, which is stupid anyways. He's supposed to be his younger brother, technically. Which is just weird. I don't know. Like, it didn't mention anything. Like, obviously. But from timeline, he's older than Scott Summers, which is Cyclops, who's in X-Men Origins as a young kid. And X-Men Origins Wolverine, I guess, takes place after this. Oh, spoiler alert, Wolverine is in this movie for like a second. They're just recruiting different people. Like, all the recruitment clips are quick, and they go up to Wolverine, tells him to fuck off. It's just funny, and they just walk away, and he was in a bar, and I'm guessing, that's before X-Men Origins, so that's when Logan still knew who he was and all that. But it's like one part. It's like really quick. It's just really funny. But Charles knew he was immune because he used Cerebro, and that's how he found everyone. So it's pretty cool. It was just cool that they even acknowledged Wolverine, so that kind of brought it cooler. There was no other surprises besides that. Everything else, like, it wasn't a surprise movie. Compared to 4 with the Loki ending, I don't even know their secret ending. I was with my girlfriend, I just left right after this. I don't think there would be. It's just X-Men movie. But then again, X-Men Last Stand and X-Men Origins there was. I should have stayed. Now I think of it, I feel stupid, and I should have waited. But, you know, all the DVD and junk and whatever, it's not really going to help. Like, I already know what happens, really, in X-Men, like, the movies. They went back to the classic Magneto look, which was kind of weird because it was cool. It's sort of classic. He's got the classic colors, and the helmet's right, but he's still got the sort of suit. He doesn't have the tights and armor and that sort of junk, but whatever. That's like the very ending. Right. Hazel and Tornado guy, I can't remember his name, and Angel, Mystique, they all go and they all bust in the CIA place and get the White Queen and the Frost. That's really it. That's the ending. I just gave that anyway, pretty much. But pretty good movie. I'm not gonna really complain because there's no point complaining about all the comic inaccuracies this whole movie got. And there's a lot. But this when I was watching it, trying to ignore that and just try to forget and try to go with X-Men universe that Fox has built, which is crap. But that's alright. But I just went with the way they go with it. I was like, okay. I still don't get it. I'm still disappointed about Havoc, though, you know, the whole dad thing. And he barely, in that chest piece he built for him to blast out, which was pretty cool. He barely has that. When they go on the mission to stop the, you know, Russians and crap, he gets, like, burnt by Angel. It's like, is it Angel? Yeah, it is. Gets burnt by her, he rips it off into that, and he looks like an idiot with, like, his suit and a circle ripped out, basically. It's stupid. Banshee, you know, he's pretty cool. Not one of my favorite Marvel characters. That's all right, but he even had cooler seasons of Havoc for Pete's sakes. Sorry for me yawning and crap, but yeah. Basically, good movie. I'm not gonna say good, but go see it. X-Men fan, you gotta see it anyways. You're gonna complain and all that. A lot of comic book inaccuracies. That's all right. So I'm going to give it a 6.9 out of 10 for good action and stuff. So that's my review, guys. Peace.